Vought is a multi-billion-dollar company led by Stan Edgar and managed by Madeline Stillwell. They own and manage a group called the Seven, a group of superheroes who use their power and influence to gain fame and glory. The group consists of Homelander, the leader, who has the powers of super strength, super speed, super stamina, heat vision, X-ray vision, super hearing, and flight. Queen Maeve, who has super strength, super reflexes, super leap, super agility, durability, stamina, and accuracy. A-Train, who has super speed, durability, strength, perception, and a healing factor. Translucent, who has enhanced strength, super durability, stealth, and invisibility. Black Noir, who has super strength, durability, hearing, agility, dagger proficiency, and martial arts skills. The Deep, who can breathe underwater, talk to sea creatures, has enhanced strength, durability, and swimming. And finally, Lamplighter, who possesses a staff that allows him to harness nearby fire. Madeline Stillwell is Vaught's Senior Vice President of Hero Management, and so is in charge of the Seven, with her eventual goal being to get superheroes, or supes, into the military.
They had to raise us up to listen. I had to pray to God they see. If you stand your ground, they gonna hold you down, 'cause you got it all to give.
Huey Campbell one day after work is walking with girlfriend Robin when suddenly she's obliterated right in front of him when A-Train, the fastest man in the world, runs straight through her, delivering a package somewhere. Meanwhile, at Vought, Lamplighter retires, meaning a new hero is cast for the Seven. That hero is Starlight. Starlight has the powers of electricity absorption, bioluminescence, super durability, strength, and energy attacks. Vought offers a payment to Huey in order for him to keep quiet, as they need to keep up a good image for their heroes, and Starlight meets her hero, the Deep, but realizes the Seven aren't as good as people think. Billy Butcher talks to Huey. He's a Fed that's looking to take down supes. He takes Huey to a supe club whereby he gets security footage of A-Train. Huey agrees to help find out what A-Train was up to the day of Robin's accident, and he meets Starlight, or her real-life identity, Annie. After being sexually assaulted by the Deep, gaining a friend in Huey is something she really needed. Billy and Huey plan for Huey to plant a bug in the meeting room of the Seven when he goes to receive a formal apology from A-Train. However, Translucent sees Huey with the bug and follows them home. They manage to overpower Translucent by electrocuting him, and Billy reveals he may not be a Fed. Whilst all this is happening, Homelander, the supposed perfect supe, takes down a plane with the mayor of Baltimore on it as he attempted to blackmail Stillwell with his knowledge of something called Compound V. Billy and Huey dump the unconscious Translucent in the trunk of the car, and they go and get help from an old friend of Billy's, known as Frenchie. Frenchie helps them trap Trans and block the tracking signal so that Vought can't come looking for him when he's gone for too long. Meanwhile, Starlight stands up to the Deep and takes care of some guys harassing a girl on the street, revealing her identity, and Stillwell blackmails a senator to try and get supes in the military. Frenchie figures out how to kill Translucent. He knocks him out and sticks a bomb right where you're thinking. His skin may be invulnerable, but that doesn't stop him from being blown up from the inside. Huey, remembering Robin, hits the detonator, leaving just the skin of Trans left, after finding out info on A-Train, specifically another supe, Popclaw. Billy hides Trans' skin in the ocean, and they hack into Popclaw's apartment cameras, finding out that A-Train was delivering Compound V the day he ran into Robin. He uses Compound V, which is like a steroid for supes, during a race he's having. Huey finds out Annie was Starlight. Meanwhile, Popclaw, who's A-Train's girlfriend, uses V, accidentally killing her landlord. The boys use this to blackmail her in order to find out more about Compound V, whilst Homelander finds translucent skin. Billy adds another old friend to the group, Mother's Milk, or MM. They go to a location Popclaw mentioned A-Train was running V to. At this place, they find a young woman, Supe, which they allow to escape. They discover that the V comes from another Supe's Christian charity organization called Ezekiel. Billy gets Huey to bug Starlight's phone whilst on a date, and they eventually manage to capture the female Supe. A-Train is forced to kill Popclaw by Homelander because of the information she gave to the boys. Meanwhile, Huey asks Starlight if she could get him tickets for the personal Ezekiel experience in order to get close to him and blackmail him. He gets in and finds out from Ezekiel that they ship boxes of V to hospitals around the country. At this Christian Ezekiel event, Starlight goes off script and reveals how she was harassed by the Deep. A-Train gets a picture of Frenchie using a hidden cam in Popclaw's apartment, and so he frees the female and goes on the run. Billy and MM go to one of the hospitals and finds that V is being pumped into babies, meaning Vought is creating supes using this drug. They take a sample and leave, whilst Black Noir finds Frenchie, but he is saved by the female. The information the boys find out is that Samaritan's Embrace, Ezekiel's charity, is bankrolled by Vought and has been shipping V to 53 hospitals across the country since 1971. Meanwhile, Vought gets the Deep to admit to his actions towards Starlight, sending him away for a few months. MM blackmails a supe called Mesmer in order to find out about the female and her past, and Billy, seeing Huey is getting too close to Starlight, reveals to him Homelander raped his wife, after of which she then disappeared. Mesmer finds out the female is called Kimiko and she was forced into the Shining Light Liberation Army. Vought is creating supe terrorists to justify their placement in the army. After revealing all this, Mesmer gives Homelander pictures of all of them in which he recognizes both Billy and Huey. 8 years ago, Billy and his wife Becca met Homelander at a party thrown by Vought. Becca had just become Homelander's Twitter handler. Back to present day, Huey and Starlight sleep together, however, Homelander calls a meeting of the Seven, revealing Huey to be the killer of Translucent. A-Train threatens Huey's father, Kimiko breaks A-Train's leg to save Huey, and they all go on the run. Homelander meets with Dr. Vogelbaum, the scientist that oversaw his development growing up. He tells Homelander that Becca disappeared as she had died during childbirth, along with her son, Homelander's child. Huey then admits to Starlight what he has been up to and why he has lied to her. The boys are fugitives. Billy's deal with the feds has been broken and Vought is after them. Starlight, after being told about V by Huey, confronts her mother, whereby she finds out that her father walked out on them as he couldn't face lying to her. Billy takes Huey to get help from Mallory. Mallory is the founder of this group. She approached Billy after his wife had first disappeared, with the goal to take down supes. However, their plan went wrong, which resulted in Mallory's entire family, including grandchildren, being burnt alive by lamplighter. The rest of the group get captured and Mallory reveals that Homelander's weakness is known by Stillwell. Billy uses her to lure Homelander in. It turns out it was him that created the supe terrorists, and A-Train had been running it around to test subjects. Huey gets captured in order to help out the boys, and Starlight helps them by holding off A-Train. However, due to his use of V, suffers a heart attack. Homelander tells Stillwell he found out the real truth from Vogelbaum upon her second visit, and kills her with Billy blowing up the house. A little while later, he wakes up to find Homelander had saved him and taken him to see Becca, still alive with a young child, Homelander's child.